Good morning and welcome to the channel. In today's episode we are going to begin the flooring in the cottage. All the painting is now done. Pretty much everything is done other than the floor, the trim and doors. I think that's it. And then the bathroom. There'll be the shower to do eventually at some point. But for the most part we're looking pretty good. We can go ahead and start the flooring. There's a lot of it, so we'll see how far we get today. It's also going to be plus 40 with the humidity. It's been like that for the last 3 days, so it's gonna be a hot and humid day, but hopefully it doesn't slow us down too much, and we'll see what we can get done today. First things first though, I bought myself some new boots. Why? Why do I need new boots? Because they've reached their end of their life, I think. So I got these that have a toe cap on them. A little better of an idea for what I do. Yeah, these have definitely run their course. That's a tripping hazard, I think. Alright, now we're all decked out. Let's take a look. So here's the flooring. I think there's 75 boxes. We have to do 1,000 square feet, I think. The bathroom will get a different type of flooring as well as the utility room. So this is for the main area and for the bedroom and spare room slash study room area. This is it here. It's just MDF laminate, but it does have a quite high wear resistance on it. You can tell by this number, AC5. I think that's the highest you can go on residential. I could be mistaken on that, but so it has a pretty good wear resistancy on it. This is the second coat done on the main area as well. It probably looks the same as the first coat, but in person it looks a lot better with the complete coverage and a solid color rather than almost a blotchy color with the white showing through. So looks pretty good. This is the under pad. It's a vapor barrier with an under pad or sound barrier glued onto the back, which is just recycled fibers. I think it's so humid that the autofocus is struggling a little bit. So if it is blurry or goes out of focus, my apologies. But we're gonna start this first row on this long wall where the patio doors are. There's a few different trains of thought to where you can start which direction it should run. We're going lengthwise, so if you are doing this yourself, check out those different options and why you should choose them. But for this, we're going to go long ways against the patio doors and run it this way. Okay, I gave it a bit of a sweep and double checked everything. I did clean up the mud globs and everything from that stage, from the mudding stage, and there were a few drops of paint. I don't think a drop of paint would influence it, but made sure to get rid of those too before laying the under pad. Then I just read the instructions on this under pad. Make sure I'm doing it right. Okay, so that's all in. I'll go ahead and open up some boxes, lay them out, get that first row nice and straight so I have something straight to work off from that point on, and that'll make everything a lot easier. So first row will take a little bit more time, but definitely worthwhile. Wow, that works well. So I got my first row done here. Each piece is flush with the next piece. So once I have that second row attached to it, I can go ahead and do my spacing, which is 3/8 of an inch off the wall. That is just for expansion and contraction. And then when I have it where I want it, I'll put some spacers, some shims against it so it doesn't move. But I'll get that second row done first. It's only 9 o'clock and I'm already dripping with sweat. It is so humid right now and there's no breeze at all. I was gonna close up everything because it was a little bit cooler in here, but it's not anymore. So I opened up the windows and yeah, it's really warm. It feels like I'm swimming. That clicks in really easy. I do have knee pads on. They're in my pants, so no hate in the comments, please. So I got that first row done. Now I'll make sure my spacing is appropriate for against the wall, and I can carry on with probably pretty good progression. I'll put you on a time lapse now. Okay, I've opened up a bunch of different boxes here. I'll pull randomly off each stack. Not only are we slightly concerned about replicate patterns in the flooring being next to each other and making it look more manufactured that way and less natural, but there is always a chance that boxes were milled and manufactured and processed on a different day and something could have been slightly off, or maybe in the store there were a couple boxes in the sun and it might have faded a little bit. So just to mix it up and avoid any hints that might make it look like it's manufactured, mix it all up. Now we're ready. Okay, things are going pretty well here. We got a good portion of the main area done. I'll get some more under pad out, do another roll here. I think I'll focus on getting this main area done today, and well, we'll see if we can or not, but I'll leave the study room till tomorrow, and then the bedroom as well. So once we start finishing off a section, it does take a little longer because there's more cuts when you go along the length of the wall and into the closet, for example, so it will take a little bit longer. The long runs are the easy ones, but get some more under pad out. If there's any holes in this layer of vapor barrier, I make sure I cover them up with duct tape, because if it's not a continuous sheet of plastic, just like a bucket, if there's a hole in it, all the water is going to drain through. So if there's a hole in my vapor barrier, all the moisture from the concrete will find it and seep up through that hole. So I want to make sure it is covered completely. It is a really straightforward process. It's just a matter of getting that first row real nice, and then from that point on, just making sure there's no dust or dirt in any of the tongue or grooves, because with a perfect product, it has to be installed perfectly. Otherwise, well, it won't be installed correctly pretty quickly. So to avoid that, you just have to take your time and do it right from the beginning all the way through. So this is what this end looks like. There's a piece of plastic in here that has a bit of a spring on it. So when I push this piece over, and then I just push down, and that spring locks it into place. It looks like this. So a little bit of flux there. So it springs back into position, locks it in. Don't know if you'll be able to see that, but so with that spring system, it can have a tendency not to spring back into place. So sometimes they don't fully lock down, and I just have to either tap them with my fist or hammer, just enough to activate that spring so it locks. All right, I'm gonna carry on here. Okay, that does it for today. I'll be back tomorrow, which will be in the same video. We made some good progress. Tomorrow, we'll see how far we might be able to finish, but we are coming into the cutting stage, into all the closets and everything. So we'll see. I will see you now. It's the next day. We'll pick up where we left off right here. We should be able to finish this main area today, and probably the study room. Not sure about the bedroom. It will only be a half day for me because I have to pack up a bunch of tools that we no longer need, free up some space in here. But it should be a pretty good day regardless. We're kind of in a rhythm now. It's also currently 10 degrees cooler than it was yesterday. So instead of being 40 degrees with the Humidex, it's only going to be 30. So I'll be able to move a little quicker, I think. Okay, let's set up a time lapse. Look at that, I got a 4. That's gonna do it for today. I got the main area done, got the study room / spare bedroom done. So all that's left to do is the main bedroom. I'll get at that another day. Could have almost finished it today, but I do have to pack up some tools and do some cleanup. So I'll just wait until another day to finish that off. But it's looking pretty good, and it looks almost livable. Obviously there's still trim and doors and the kitchen and the bathroom to all do, but it's nice to have the construction side of things done, or at least covered up. But yeah, that'll do it for today's episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.